Hello all my beautiful sisters from those other misters, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to play with a brand that I haven't actually delved into yet. This is Lunar Beauty. So I have the Moon Spell palette here and I'm going to have a play with it. So this came in PR from Glam Radar. It's a really pretty palette. It's a very, very pretty. I haven't even swatched this, so I think I will start by doing that because it might help me to choose some colors to put on my eyes. Top row, we have Prue, Piper, and Phoebe. Then we have Paige, which is a matte, along with Sabrina and Winifred, also a matte. Then we have Sarah. This one is Mary and Samantha. Then we have Kiki. We've got Hermione. Oh, I swatched so badly with my left hand. And this one is Bonnie. And the last three are Marnie, we've got Nancy, and we have Fiona. Oh, Fiona's beautiful. So some of those mattes seem to swatch a bit crappy, but you know, that is what it is. We'll see how they look on the eye. I feel like I probably have to use at least one of the purples, but I really just want to go neutral. I'm going to use the browns because that's what I want to use, and I might pop a tiny bit of purple somewhere, but let's get into it. All right, I'm going to start with Sarah, and I'm just using a tiny bit because I don't know how pigmented they are. Oh yeah, I would say that's fairly pigmented because I tapped most product, most of the shadow off my brush. That color is really, really pretty. It blended nicely. It's got good pigmentation. I'm really happy with that. I'm going to use the shade Kiki on the outer corner. Okay, maybe I tapped off too much. The mattes are nice, but I've had a lot of skipping. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but I'm just going to try and tidy it up. That's a little bit better, but I still feel like I have stretch marks on my eyelids. I'm going to go in with Samantha, and I'm just going to pop that over the rest of the eyelid. Don't like this brush. Something else, please. Don't wanna be familiar. Was more than friends with you. Gave you everything. Taking Sabrina along the lower lash line. I'm just going to soften it with a little pencil brush. And I'm just going to pop Prue on the inner corner with that same brush. Okay, so Prue is a bit of a, like, these metallics, so Prue, Phoebe, what's this one? Samantha, Mary, Hermione down here. They're like this flaky kind of metallic formula. And they're really pretty, but they're messy. This is the Rimmel Exagerate liner in Ripe Plum. And I'm going to pop on a wing with the Elizabeth Arden Bold Liquid Eyeliner in Plum Desire.
2 a.m. need a bit of you. I dress looks good on you. 4 a.m. I'm sick of you. I dress looks good on you.
Okay, so that is the final look. I am going to quickly chuck on a pair of lashes before I do my final thoughts on the Moon Spell palette. Okay, so my first impression thoughts of this palette is that the pigmentation seems really nice. Some of the mattes didn't seem to swatch very well, but what I applied on my eyes applied really nicely and they blend fairly easily. The metallics are beautiful. They stick to the eye really well. They didn't need any help by like wetting the brush or using a tacky base. I just put them over the foundation that was on my eyes. So they went on really well and they're nice and rich in their pigmentation. So I like that. The color selection is very appropriate for a Halloween witch themed palette. I'm really digging it. I feel like there's not a whole lot to say. I do have to admit that I have pretty serious palette fatigue at the moment. I am extremely uninspired by most palettes except the Urban Decay Naked palette. That's pretty much the only thing that I want to use at the moment. That's the only eyeshadow palette that currently sparks joy for me. So don't take my lack of enthusiasm and my lack of like raving about this and that as like any sort of hint towards this not being a nice palette, because using it, it was nice, it was fine, everything worked. Like I think the quality here is really nice with the eyeshadows. With the actual palette itself, the packaging is fucking bomb. Like it's sick. It looks like the kind of diary that a witch would have who writes down all of her spells and stuff like that. I freaking love it. I think the packaging is absolutely divine. Also, the mirror in here, mate, it's legit. You can this is more than enough to do a full face comfortably. I can see everything. And my biggest gripe with palettes is when they have a mirror, if you can't get your full face in there, you can't see the balance of makeup application properly. So when I apply makeup to myself or to other people, I look at it as a whole. I don't just look at like certain areas where I'm applying makeup. So I really, really appreciate this gigantic mirror that literally allows me to do a full face of makeup comfortably without missing anything. You could even turn it from this way to this way and it's even better because you can get your full neck in there and everything. The mirror, God, I'm harping on more about how I like the mirror than I am the eyeshadows, but the eyeshadows are very, very nice. Oh, I do actually have one other thing that I haven't even used yet. This is one of the highlighters, the Moon Prism Powder. Okay, so I have the shade Venus. This packaging is sick. It is so fucking awesome. He does a great job with his packaging. I've got to say, Manny, like he's got it down with his packaging. So this is a gold shade. I am concerned this might flash a bit dark on my cheekbones, but look, we'll give it a go. This little mirror, no, not interested. I want this one, this nice big one where I can see exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to take a tiny bit because I do have a glowy blush on today. I feel like I tapped it all off, but we'll see how we go. Okay, yes, I might need more. Oh, it picks up a lot. tap off a bit. Let's see. Oh yeah, that is pretty. Wow, they are very reflective, almost a little bit wet look, and you could use them as, oh my god, look at that, that's insane. You could use them as a metallic eyeshadow if you wanted to. Just saying, they're really intense. It has accentuated a little bit of texture. Let me get up close and show you. So let me turn down. So it has accentuated a little bit of texture, not a whole lot, but I find that often happens when the eyeshadows, the highlighters are kind of like an eyeshadow consistency. That's what I was trying to get out. They're kind of dense in the way that they apply to the skin, and it can look quite heavy on the skin. It can accentuate texture. Highlighters by nature will accentuate texture because they highlight, so they draw attention to what they're on. So if you do have textured skin in the area that you apply it, it will accentuate the texture. However, I do not hate it. It's not going to be an everyday highlighter for me. I do prefer something a little bit more sort of subtle and glowy that doesn't accentuate as much texture, but these guys are wet look and almost metallic. So if you like that, you might very well like these, and that packaging is pretty sick. All in all, Lunar Beauty is definitely a brand that's on my radar now. I think the quality is really nice, and I would certainly be comfortable purchasing something from the brand if it was like the perfect thing for me. I'm not actively looking to buy more makeup at the moment. I'm not in this like, you know, I'm not feeling the vibe for bringing more makeup into my life. I have a lot, and I'm kind of going through this thing where I just want to enjoy what I have. But if they hit the perfect notes for me with a release, it would be something that I would consider, and I would be comfortable, like I said, because I know now the quality is really nice. So I'm going to wrap that up there, guys. Let me know if you have tried any Lunar Beauty products. I know a lot of people purchase this palette. I understand why. I think it was a good purchase. I think it is visually beautiful. It is color story beautiful. It is functional. The quality is good. Let me know also if you have tried one of these Moon Prism powders, and if you've tried anything else. Let me know down in the comments. I hear that his lip glosses, I believe, are very nice as well. I think it's the lip glosses. Anyway, guys, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.